a minute, don't know. Get a minute of your time. Get a minute of your. Let it. Hush up, gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. Part of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its side. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. You hear yourself when no one's to be found. What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind?
Guess you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them. Take the time to recognize it.
If you're my sibling, this is what you're getting, dude.
This man is very disgusting.
I don't care. I burped. So what? Everybody burps.
That's one of the grossest things for me. It's like a personal pet peeve. He knows it, so he fakes it until it comes out for real, and then he like puts his hands like this, and he's doing it like this, and then he's like, "Oh my gosh, that was a real one."
Don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, welcome to. We are very mature.
We are, for the most part.
We are very knowledgeable. We have our saint. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to our podcast, From Vision to Success.
From vision to success, people.
We're spitting all over. Anyway, where we talk about the beginnings of a goal, the messy middle, and to the completion of that goal.
The completion of that goal.
That's it.
I'm putting my phone on, not on airplane, but on silent.
Because he likes to check his phone while
Is
we're
that
on the podcast. He'll be like, "Oh, a spam call. Should I pick it up?"
There's been a couple of times, but they haven't been spam.
Okay.
I only pick it up when it's legit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I am excited to be here today.
Yeah?
I'm excited to talk about what we're going to talk about.
I'm excited too. Tell me. What are we talking about?
Well, just the power of pausing.
Yeah. Just taking a little break, right?
Just taking a break. I mean, so for those who don't know, we've been doing this now so this is our 106th episode.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's a lot of talking. That's 106 hours together, just like on the podcast.
Ugh.
I know, right?
Don't remind me.
I don't recommend it.
Don't remind me. I honestly.
If you see this man and you think he's like Mr. Popular, know that it comes with a lot of things that you may not want in your life.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Go ahead.
No. And so when I first started MTC Life, it was the original game plan for MTC Life was to be a YouTuber.
Okay.
So I actually have like 19 episodes online.
Oh, no, awesome.
Yeah, and so they're pretty creative. Like they're actually pretty cool. And then someone told me, they're like, add a break, like a season break to the show.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're gonna burn out, and not only that, you're gonna start to run the show on fumes.
Yeah.
Right. So if you take a small break, it doesn't have to be long, but even just summertime, right? It just allows time for creativity and all these different things. And so, anyway, we were talking a month ago, and we're like, August is pretty busy for both of us.
Yeah.
Right. So why don't we just take August off, allow time for a season of separation, and then
It's gonna be a good season.
As you know, Maria is not good for my mental health.
That is. What? Tell me, what makes you say that?
That you're not good for my mental health?
Yeah. What makes you say that?
Because because every time I'm around, my self-conscious like dramatically decreases. I'm already self-conscious as it is.
It increases, you mean, your self-consciousness? It increases? Because if it decreases, then it means that you're like...
No, the increases that. Yeah,
Okay.
My self-confidence increases.
Your self-confidence increases when I'm around you?
My,
Or decreases? What are we talking about?
like I'm not. What's the opposite of self-confident?
Self-conscious.
So my self-conscious increases.
Self-consciousness.
And my self-confidence decreases.
Why?
Because you're a bully sometimes.
I think that the difficult part is I know the pinpoints for you.
So you know exactly. You know what buttons to press at what time and for how long. And sometimes, even though you know
I
should have
all the
stopped
time.
like 10 minutes ago, I'm gonna keep going for another maybe 5.
I just, you know,
You enjoy it. I get it. I get it. You enjoy it. Which is what every bully says. I enjoy
I'm
being mean
making
to
you
be.
tougher. Just kidding.
I don't need you for that.
I'm just kidding. You know what? No, it's like banter. It's like, you know, we're supposed to be like siblings. Like he says, his thing is burping and farting and doing all these things.
First of all, hang on, time out. I have never released from down there. I have never, listen, I don't care. I will burp. Like if it comes out, it comes out,
That's
right?
so
I can't
disgusting.
help it. Have you ever tried to swallow a burp?
I don't burp.
No, hang on one second. Time out. That's not what I'm asking. Have you ever tried to swallow it? It hurts. If you have to release it.
Listen, if you can control it in a setting,
No.
you're not gonna go burp. In when you're in a meeting, you're gonna go burp.
No.
Exactly. So I'm like, it should be the same way. There should be means that you can control it. Obviously, okay, the one-off that maybe you can't, but for you, it's like every time I see you, you're burping.
It's because I'm drinking something. And when I'm not in the middle of bishopric and I'm drinking whatever.
Your daily supplements.
And
His daily supplements are real.
and so yeah, but I'm telling you, if you ever have the blessing of burping, something like a good one, like we're talking about like a belly, like it builds up in here, and it's like it's growing its own ecosystem, and it's just
That's-
starting to like, you know,
Create a life of its own.
ferment, and then you're like, I have to let it go, and then it just comes out. I triple dog dare you to like swallow it back in. It will hurt your throat.
That's disgusting. I don't think I've ever had that, but okay.
Oh, it feels so good when you just let it
Anyway.
out. But anyways, in front of you, I've never released, like I've never like tooted, ever.
That would be traumatic.
Yeah.
If you never see me here again, it is because we have finally crossed. I mean, I always say you've already crossed the line, but if that happens, I'm like, that's it, we're done.
But I will tell you, it's gonna happen at some
No,
point.
it will not.
No,
Like,
not planned. I'm planned, but I'm listen. I'm playing stats right now, and the more we hang out, eventually,
yeah, then deny it. Say, oh, I don't know.
you're gonna no. When
No.
you hear it, and you were like, that was the alphabet right there.
Oh my gosh. So we were camping this week, right? We went to a young women's camp, and there was
Did you just hear what I said?
no, I didn't hear.
I'm gonna toot the alphabet. That's the
That's the
point.
time. You know what? When you do it, you're gonna go full force.
I am.
You're gonna unleash a beast.
All 26 letters.
That's so disgusting. This guy.
Anyways, what happened at camp?
Okay, so I was talking to someone. I'm like, this person tooted, and she could have easily denied it, right?
Oh, you gotta own it, man.
And
Like
she
I mean,
owned it, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I tooted." And I was like, "Okay." She was like, "Let's move over here." And the thing is, she could have easily denied it. We were close to the bathrooms. Like, anything could have happened. She could have been like, "Oh, weird. What's that smell?" But she owned it. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It was yesterday. One of my I'm not gonna embarrass this person, but they were like by the living room, and all you see is, and I'm like, I'm watching him, right? And so he kind of like stands up and walks over to the kitchen. I was making cucumbers and
Yeah.
lemon and whatever.
Your favorite was salt.
Oh my gosh!
And
right?
sometimes you put soy sauce, don't you?
So-
Or no?
No,
That's something else, I think.
Chipotle, not chipotle, tahini,
Okay.
and aguachte.
Okay.
You have no idea
How good it is,
Oh
eh?
my gosh! But anyways, so he comes over and he just stands beside me, and I'm like, first of all, you never do this. I'm like, what's up? And he goes, nothing. He goes, something happened over there. He goes, yes. He goes, I can't.
Yes, I am guilty.
But he's like, I can't. He's like, I can't stand the smell. So don't bring it here. Like I'm eating. But it happens. Like, I mean, listen. I'm not the one that's gonna be up there from the podium promoting it. Everybody should do it. What I am saying is that if it happens, if it's a natural part of the body, you
Do
gotta
it in an appropriate place. That's what I'm saying.
okay, fair enough. Do it in an appropriate place. Not while you're bearing your testimony from the pulpit, right? I get it. But what I am saying is sometimes there's so much pressure that is built that you can only squeeze so much, like the butt cheeks, and then you just kind of have to like.
I guess you do. You when you have to, you have to. It's just,
I've had a church leader that just fully, while teaching, just kind of like raised his legs and just kicks it, and it's just like, oh, something came out. Yeah,
and they
dude.
said it.
No. I just saw, and I'm like, yeah, that just happened. You don't embarrass the person, but I'm like that.
I don't think I
that
can do
person
that.
just completely owned it.
That level of confidence I cannot have.
But listen, I cannot wait until you burp.
I'm never burping.
You've never burped?
I have, but I've never like openly done it. Like I don't.
Okay, so when the next time you do it, just swallow it back in. Then we'll talk. Then I want you to criticize me.
I will. I'll continue to.
Yeah.
I don't criticize. I just point out areas that you can improve.
So relax. And so I'm gonna give props to where props is due.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay. I'm a little worried.
And I know that this is being recorded right now, so I'm going on file with proclaiming something positive about this one. But I gotta give props to where props is due. So we were at a camp.
Yeah.
You were at a camp from Something's
Tuesday.
coming.
That's so gross. You don't have to say it. You do not have to say it. Okay, so we went in our church. We have something called Young Women's Camp, where is our youth girls ages 11 to 18 get to go to a camp,
Yeah.
and it's based on region and
Yeah.
area, right? So it was this week was our girls, like from both of our congregations, along with other congregations. There was about from our ward from our stake, there was about 64. And then from the Ottawa stake, I think there was like 75 or something. It was like a big group of girls.
Big group of girls, right? And you guys left Tuesday, came back Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So what, 5 days? Is that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? 5
Mm-hmm.
days. There's activities and all of these things happen and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kate, what? Hernandez.
Good morning.
Good morning. And so, yeah, if you're logged on, say good morning. How are you? We want to know how you're doing. We want to see who's logged on. But anyways, long story short. So Maria, I guess, led a workshop or a pavilion. You were part of something.
So I did a couple things. I ran a workshop with regards to mental health, and I did something called the ABCs, and then I also did part of the testimony meeting.
Yeah.
I spoke about one of our women leaders in the history of our church. Her name is Emma Smith.
Yeah.
And so I did that as part of our faith walk.
So in our faith, towards normally a big event like a conference or a camp or something like that, towards the end, there is something called a testimony meeting. And that all you do is you give the youth an hour and a half to just bear testimony or share how they feel towards the Savior, towards the event, and how much they've grown. No more than 2 minutes. Ideally, no more than 2 minutes, because then it allows multiple people to come up and share their feelings as well. Again, it's called testimony meeting. One of the greatest feelings, and not that we seek for it, but it does feel good that we are involved in their lives, is when we get a shout out, right? Not that we seek it. Again, I want to make this thing super, super clear. Maria's not the one that goes out and just does this for glory and just, and whatever. But it's pretty cool when they go up and then they share how they feel with the Savior, and then they thank one of the leaders for helping them overcome something, whatever, right? So I got the first shout out.
There was Mr. Miguel, and when they said it, he's like, "What is happening?"
I was not, because I wasn't there.
Yeah, he was there for like a minute.
Yeah, I wasn't there. They just invited all the bishops.
This is Mr. Popular. You guys should have seen him. This guy walks onto camp, and like he has a little flock of people always that rush at him. I was just watching him from afar, and then I was like, "Can I have your autograph? You okay, Mr. Popular?"
Not good for my mental health. Not good for my mental health. So I wasn't there, and then normally when I've led a workshop, I get one or two people thanking me for the workshop, and I get a small little shout out. Not that I'm seeking, but it does feel good, right?
Well, it feels good to know that the youth have felt the love that you have for them, and that has connected them closer to the Savior.
Exactly.
Because that is why we do what we do.
Exactly, right? Yeah. It's just it's a show of appreciation, right? We're not getting paid. We're not looking for glory, status, nothing like that, right? Positions or anything like that. So I get a shout out. I was totally caught off guard because, again, I was not there. I was just invited to share or to witness or spend an hour and a half with them during the testimony meeting. So I get a shout out. And I'm like, okay, cool. Embarrassed. I went red. I'm like hiding my face. Everybody's pointing and laughing or whatever. Then this one gets a shout out. And I'm like, cool, right? At least, like, at least we're tied. And then
like-
she gets another shutout. And then she gets another shutout. And then she gets 5 shutouts.
Oh, did you count them?
I did.
I didn't even count them.
So here's where my mind went, right? When you got 2 shutouts, I go, somebody else better shout me out because I do not want to go into this podcast with Maria with more shoutouts than me, right? And so,
Oh my gosh.
and so I was like, okay, so we got 2, and I'm like, okay,
You're
I'm,
like waiting.
I'm
You're
like
like,
one
come on,
behind.
come on.
I'm one behind. Then another shoutout. I'm like, freak. No, I'm 2 behind. And then 3, and then 4. After 5, I was like, I'm done. I'm like, you won this round, right? But yeah, dude, like, thank you for that. Like, it is refreshing to see. And again, I'm not the pedestal. Like, I'm not the standard. But it's wonderful to see that somebody loves them as much as I do as well. Right?
Yeah,
And again,
I do.
I'm not the standard. I am not the standard. I just want to make that
He's
clear.
like, welcome to my pedestal, Maria. Let's both stand on
No,
here.
no. I love the youth.
Yeah.
Which is partly, the business, MTC Life, right? I love working with the youth. And so,
And okay, so here's the thing: youth can tell how you feel about them
Yeah.
by just like showing up. They can tell if you make time for them, if you don't make time for them, how open you are, what you say, what you do. If you're around like long enough, they're gonna know.
Yeah.
They're very, very good about telling that stuff.
and I do, like, I love them. I've dedicated my entire life to building MTC Life, to be a pedestal, or to be a beacon of light for them and families and everything, whatever. And so to see how many young women just really felt the Savior's love because and through Maria, like, it was refreshing to see that there's more people out there, and there are more. It's not just Maria and myself. There's so many more, but Maria's workshops, and one of them said her hugs.
Yeah.
And all these different things. And so the youth can tell when you love them, right?
Yeah.
And so, anyways,
That's the
good
one-
job, dude.
That's the one that, thank you.
Yeah.
But that, I think I wasn't expecting it. Like you said, this is not something, and it's funny because I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and she had told me that in the past, there's been a situation where she's experienced the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for her, it felt awkward. It felt like she did something wrong. And she's like, I never want to do anything that takes away from the Savior. But then I was like, when we were talking, I was like, but you're the bridge between that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you were involved in that, right? Anyway, so it was
Wait a minute,
interesting.
hang on, time out. Somebody else got a shout out. Not
No, we were talking about, so I was talking to someone who was at camp from Ottawa.
Right.
And she was telling me that previously she had done a workshop, not in this camp, because I'm not 100% sure how it went in their testimony meeting.
Yeah.
But previously in a different young women's camp, or years ago, she had like done a workshop, she has done all these things. And then when people were bearing their testimonies, they talked about her and how much like they enjoyed her workshop, just different things, right? And then she said at the end, she had to get up and like kind of, I guess with them, leaders also share their testimonies.
Okay.
So she said that she got up and she just wanted to re-emphasize it on the Savior, right? And then as we were talking about her feelings, I'm like, can I ask you, like, what were you feeling? Because she talked about how awkward it was. She's like, I felt guilty. She's like, I felt worried of what other people were going to think. I
Yeah.
felt like embarrassed almost, right?
It's not for everybody, right?
No,
To
definitely.
being complimented.
Yeah, definitely, right? And I worked really hard to, when I'm complimented, to just say thank you, because
Yeah.
it's easy to not say. It's easy to be like,
Yeah.
oh no, like that's not it, right? So anyway, so as we were talking about that, I started thinking about her, and I didn't want to draw attention to myself. It's not that I was like, hey, I'm here, guys, right? And it's not that I hug youth to get complimented. It's not that I'm there with them to get complimented. I genuinely care.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely will at any point say yes to anything that's youth related, and I will go and I'll do it. And I don't
Yeah.
care whatever capacity you need me, I am there, right?
You have to see Maria work with the youth. It is ridiculous.
That's so nice. Thank you.
She talks about relax. She talks about how when I showed up, there's a flock of girls that just surrounded me and whatever. But you have to see the smiles on the young woman when Maria enters the room. It
That's
is
so nice.
yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous. And so
Oh my gosh, that's so
yeah.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love this girl so much. But I think one of the most meaningful things to me was that one of my young women, I don't think I've ever heard her bear her testimony in the whole time that she's been in Young Women's. I think she's 16 now, or turning 16 soon. And she bore her testimony. And then she talked about my hugs. And she talked about how she felt. And then she talked about how she saw me as a second mom.
Yeah.
Why was I like...
I was like,
oh my gosh.
I didn't even want to look at her. I'm like, she's dying right now.
I was like, I just wanted to crawl and cry.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is one of the biggest compliments I've ever received.
Yeah.
And then the other big compliment that she said that I was like, oh my gosh, right? And she was talking about like the spirit and how she wants to feel the spirit of God more. And she wants to do all these things, but she also knows that she is doing her best, but also wants to try more, right? And then she said, I know, she's like, that I'll recognize, something along the lines of this. She says, I know that I'll recognize the spirit because it'll feel like Maria's hugs.
Yeah, I remember.
I was like, oh, let me just crawl in a corner and cry. Like, let me go and hide and cry, because that's literally like, even just talking about it right now, I'm like, and I haven't shared it with anybody. Like, Mike and I have talked about it, but I have not, like, this is not something that I would bring up.
Yeah.
So thank you for, no, I'm just kidding.
Thank you for highlighting me.
I know. No, but seriously, this is not something that I would tell anybody. But it was just, I'm like, to have the girls feel loved and to equate that love to like Heavenly Father feeling that for them. I'm like, anyway, we should move on, because I will literally crawl in a corner and start crying. I know. Let me just go. Like, let me hide and just, we need to talk about something else. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Anyway.
It does. And then you know what, guys? And there is joy in working with the youth. There is so much joy. It's professionally now, like in the business MTC life, it's been, when people ask why I do what I do, right here. She just illustrated all the reasons as to why I've been doing this for the last 15 years, 16 years. And it's one of these things, like, if I don't get paid,
you still do it, right?
I'm okay. Like, I will still do it.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely know that feeling.
Yeah.
Because anything that's youth related, I'm like, yes. They're barely even asking me anything. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And then after, I'm like stressed out because I'm like, I don't know, can I actually do this?
She's the one that talked about like the hugs and stuff like that. She's the one that when you tried to scare me.
Oh yeah.
She's like, man, she scared the Spanish out of you.
I know she did.
And I'm like, you jerk.
She's so funny.
She's hilarious. She's hilarious.
I know, she's so wonderful. All those kids, like all those girls are so wonderful. They're
awesome. Well, anyways, that was my compliment. And
Thank
so
you.
here's my biggest question, though, with working with the youth and all these different things, is you know how much you like love them and support them? Why can't you do the same thing with me?
because you're a full grown man.
But child in mind.
A child. You're like the wonders of the world through your child.
I am so like.
Oh, do you see what I have to put? Like,
I stop myself.
And you bring attention to it too. You're not just like, and then just keep going. You're like,
because I want to make sure that I don't want to offend you, so I have to like block and then just whatever.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Again, you make me self-conscious. But again, it's many people have said that I have a childlike mind or childish. I don't know which one they use.
But you're like, it's your gift, man. Own it. You know why? That's exactly what helps you to connect so much with the youth, right?
But we're not talking about me. We're talking about why can't you treat me the way that you treat your young woman?
Because it'd be weird. I'm like, can you imagine? I was like, hi, come give me a Disney hug. And like, do you know the Disney hug?
No.
Okay, so I recently, like in the last little bit, I watched this video that at Disney, the characters are actually instructed that when a child gives you a hug, you only let go when the child has let go. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, so I told all my girls, get ready, because nowadays we are doing Disney hugs, right? So that's what I do. So sometimes they're super long. And I'm like,
Look, I gotta go to the bathroom now.
who was it? I did that at the camp. It was me. I told another leader that was there about it. And then I told somebody else, and she's like, come here, give me a Disney hug. And she's like, let's see who lets go first. So there's 3 of us in this hug. It was like starting to feel awkward because you were like looking at us and we're all like this. So awkward.
So,
probably like a minute hug. And then after all of us, like, actually the middle one, which is the one that said that she wasn't going to let go, she's the one that first let go.
So just to be clear, I don't want one of those hugs.
That is so weird, right?
Just to be clear here. I did not. I didn't know what that was until now. That is not what I'm asking.
You're like, that would be horrible. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give you a Disney hug. That's weird.
You hardly shower, so that's that of itself is going to be. This is what she says when she walks into the office. Oh, I'm like, oh man, my makeup is not done, and I haven't showered yet. I just finished working out. I'm like, that is so gross. Like I can smell you.
Okay, that's not true. We all know that.
So just to let you know, we are. Hang on 1 second. Okay.
I'm surprised that we have listeners.
Well, yeah, we have a whole 7 of them.
Thank you for watching us and listening to us. We love you guys.
Oh, John Cowell here. He goes on my lunch break at work. Hope all is well, guys. Thought I'd say hi before I head back.
Aw, thanks, John.
John Cowell. John Cowell is going to Temple this week.
That's so exciting.
John Cowell's the man. So today is going to be our last podcast.
Our lost podcast.
I sorry to say, I'm done with Maria.
He's fired me.
I'm not that I fired her. You fired yourself.
I think I'll do the podcast. It will still be here. Just Miguel won't be a part of it. But he'll be helping us set up. And then
You're gonna use my equipment. And you're gonna do my.
I'll just show up.
You're gonna do the podcast from my studio. See how well that goes.
I know.
I dare you to figure out the system.
I'll chat GPT it.
You can't ChatGPT.
I'll figure it out.
Anyways, so we were talking about it. August is going to be somewhat chaotic with the
Yes.
camps. There's one more youth event, FSY. And it was a lot of coordinating and then going to a whole bunch of other stuff and stuff like you guys are live. Yeah. Yes, we are, James. Making successful podcast. Thanks, buddy.
What makes it successful podcast? I don't know. We don't even know if we're successful.
What makes it a successful podcast?
I don't know. Maybe like I don't know.
What makes it
We are the wrong people to ask.
Yeah, we.
Yes, Lori, I will give you lots of Disney hugs. How many average listeners do you guys have on a good day? Listen, we are not the people to be asking.
Yeah, you've bumped into the wrong podcast for these questions.
Anyway, we do appreciate you being here.
Average listeners. So what are we
Like
averaging?
one? Just kidding.
No, get out of here.
Two on a good day. I mean, we have Lori, John, and
No. We're averaging just on Facebook. We're averaging about 1,000 listeners because when we go live. We do it at 10 o'clock, right?
so it's a tough time. It's on a Monday at 10 o'clock, so it's not
Yeah. And so what we do is the playbacks or the listenings, the replays, we're averaging about just under 2,000 on Facebook itself, just Facebook. And then on YouTube, we have about 300 or 400. And then on Apple, between Apple and Spotify, we're pretty high on that one as well. We're about 2,000 or 3,000 listeners. Yeah. We have, and I don't know how this works, but we have like 2 subscribers.
We're like, yeah, thank you for being a subscriber.
No, the subscribers is but these are the people that's subscribing to purchase something.
Okay.
We haven't sold anything except for our love and our merch that we don't have any.
Anyway, well, thank you so much, James, for all those questions. If you have any other questions, we'll just answer it after the show.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
All right. This dude, you know, if you know, you know. This is the comment of the day. James Avey.
All right.
So because of the principle of pause, and then we're taking August off, I figured that we go into the science.
I love it.
Of pause. There's actually, I did quite a few research things here. Mm-hmm. University of Carolina talks about it. Psychologytoday.com talks about it. And I pull a lot of articles.
And again, this is why we only have 2 subscribers.
What do you want me to do when it's like right here?
Anyway, keep going. Tell us.
So psychology.com or psychologytoday.com, I pull a lot of articles when I do a lot of my workshops, like on mental health and stress management and all this other stuff. So I have an article from them written to 2025 very currently. And then Mind Matter Pros talks about taking miniature breaks. And this is a very new article, June 26, 2025. So we got some good stuff here that we're going to talk about. And I thought we just
Dive into it.
We dive right into it. So
All
when
right.
you hear taking a break, what do you think of?
Taking a break from things. Well, I think when I'm under stress and under the wire and I'm creating something, I will do 20-minute increments and then I'll take a 10-minute break. It actually helps me to do things for a longer time and it helps me to be more creative. So I do it when I'm working or when I'm doing chores or things that I don't want to do.
Like when you say taking a break, what do you mean?
Well, when you're saying taking a break, I'm thinking, hey, I'm right here.
I know, but just James keeps talking to me.
Just don't worry, James. Don't worry. We're gonna get to your questions at the end, but just so we can get to this stuff.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This guy's like a bird. Like he's like shiny, James.
James.
Okay. Don't worry. We will get back to it because we're gonna end up talking a lot about this stuff. So
Yeah, for sure.
anyway.
James talking about the Kit Kat bar.
Perfect.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Go, keep going.
Anyway, so when I think about breaks, I think it in different contexts. I think about breaks when you're working or studying. I think about breaks when you're going through a difficult time. And then I think about breaks, like a break that you and I are taking for the month of August.
Okay.
So break number 1, when you're working and especially doing something hard that you don't want to do, doing 20 to 30-minute increments and then having like a 10-minute pause or 20-minute pause can help you to be more productive.
So that's my question is like when you take a pause, what do you do?
Oh, I allow myself to do anything I want. I can watch TV, listen to music, get something to eat, anything like that takes me away from what I'm actually doing. So if I'm creating something, I'm taking breaks. If I'm part of my morning routine is I swap between different things, and then in between I'll take like a 2-minute break.
Okay.
So that's my number 1. And then number 2, when you're going through something difficult, like a challenge, you're grieving, maybe like a family member sick, anything like that. I remember listening to a podcast by Mel Robbins, and she talked about how she went through a situation where she was experiencing a loss. And it was in her, I don't know if it was just through therapy or something happened that the person said, you need to take a break and you need to be able to have respite by doing something different.
Yeah.
Only when you do something different, you are strengthened and then you can get back to whatever difficult situation you're having.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So the more and more you study about personal development, it's more common that you've seen people promoting taking breaks.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell you something?
Yep.
1905, a person by the name of Max Weber,
Okay.
actually reversed the concept of taking a break.
Okay, tell me about it.
This is what I found interesting. He wrote an article. I don't know if it's an article or a book, but it says the Protestant ethics of spirit of capitalism. So back in 1905, he actually wrote an article that got highly noticed. That it changed the image of taking a break.
As opposed to if you're taking a break, you're lazy, kind of.
Yes. And so a lot of people nowadays, because of something that has been systematically implemented back in the 1900s, it still lives to this day. And right now, when people take a break, they think of laziness. It actually says here, pausing is a difficult part in life because we've been conditioned and associated with idleness and failure.
Yeah.
They said this article says that this belief is deeply rooted by this person, Max Weber, and he argues that in the beginning of the 17th century, Western culture civilization married the fact of hard work equals moral virtue and divine favor.
Yeah.
So hard work is just keep going, white knuckling, just keep going, hard work, whatever, reinforcing the opposite, which is that rest is, while good, over time it equals where is it? Ideal productivity. Idleness is bad, and over time, if you continue doing it, it is not going to increase your productivity. And capitalism is associated with working hard, no rest for the wicked.
Yeah. That kind of makes sense. Well, it's funny because I feel like everything is in a pendulum. You remember we talked about pendulum and what it was?
Oh.
It goes from
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, both concepts can be taken extreme, where you're work, and don't do anything else but work.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other way where you're like rest, and then don't do anything that's working.
Right.
right? So it's like you have to find that middle ground that allows you to do and work towards what you want and also take the rest that you need.
Yeah, like when I dropped off my kids at camp last week, this one kid was like, "Hey, just a quick one of the campers." I'm like, "How?" So funny backstory. I did training for all of Brampton campers for the summer.
Okay.
So there are 14 rec centers that we own that under Brampton.
Okay.
Century Gardens, Cassie Campbell, Loafers Lake, whatever. And every site is running camps.
Yeah.
There's about 500 campers in total. So I did training for them back in June,
Okay.
right, for all of them. And so now I have my kids in the system. So when I walk into a building, they recognize me. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, hey, how are you?" So I was talking to this one kid because we started a conversation back at the workshop about the importance of playing video games.
Okay.
And I go, video games is very important. I play video games, right? It allows me to like take a mental break and all this other stuff. And he goes, "Yeah, I love playing my video games." I'm like, "Let me ask you, how long do you play video games for?" He goes, 4 to 6 hours a day.
A day?
A day.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I just don't. If that was my Jesse or my Joey, my kids complain all the time
Can you
because they
imagine?
don't have. My kids get 30 minutes of video games a day. Like they don't get a lot, and if they play together, then they can they've maneuvered how to get an hour and a half. If they all play together, they can get an hour and a half, right?
They're smart kids.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Like I do understand the importance of video games. I understand that everybody needs a mental break, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, 4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours a day playing video games.
Oh my gosh, guys!
So-
I don't think if my Jesse or Joey or Ruby did that, I don't think they'd survive.
So when taking a break,
Yeah.
so here's what's happened, right? Is people have associated taking a break with his comment. 4 to 6 hours a day. And then that's why taking a break or not doing anything or having a lazy day or having a lazy whatever day, it's been associated with something bad.
Yeah, because if you overdo it, I mean, you're not going anywhere.
That's the problem, is
Yeah.
overdoing it, right? And so the pendulum swinging too far on either end is bad. Because if it's
Yeah.
all your work, not just your mental health takes a toll, but also your family.
Your relationships.
Relationships,
You're like
your family.
burning them up.
What do you want me to do?
I should have a countdown. I should have next time. I'll have when I come back in September. I'm gonna have a little piece of
You're
paper.
not coming back in September.
And then I'll have like a
You're not
little
coming back in September.
We'll see.
Who are you kidding?
You know
this
what?
is done. This is not a season finale. This is a series finale.
He's like he comes back with somebody else. Don't worry, the people will ask for me. Our 7 listeners they'll be there. Just kidding. We love you guys. Everybody that listens to us, thank you. And watches us, thank you. We appreciate it. Hope at least in each podcast you can get one nugget.
Just at least one.
One nugget.
One. There's a couple of them that have been like, yeah.
Questionable. Sometimes like I've gotten off the podcast and I'm like, what kind of podcast was that? See, we just took a mini break there from our podcast. We did a little mental reset. Now we get back.
Yeah, now we get back. So it says here, going back to this, psychology.com to psychologytoday.com, this is what they said, is that in the past, taking a break or not, whatever, has been associated with laziness. That needs to change. And they said there's actually hidden powers from slowing down and taking rest.
Yeah.
They said, number 1, start to listen to your signals. The body often knows when something is off before the mind does.
Yeah.
So sleepless nights, fatigues, and uncharacteristic irritability are cues that you need to hit a break.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think it's funny because when I'm doing things, I know when I'm coming to an end. Like, I know it. Like, my body feels it.
So can I tell you, when you caught me snoring, can we talk about that for a second?
Sure. Let's talk about it.
Because you brought it up. Did you bring it up?
Not in the podcast. I brought it up before.
Oh, my bad.
So we got to give you guys some context. Go ahead.
At the camp, that testimony thing that we were talking about, so that was Friday night. And then
It ends really late.
It does. And then
And then Miguel was doing his popular thing. He was busy talking and doing his thing. So obviously he needed.
No, relax. And then Saturday morning, I cleaned the church.
Okay.
Right. So every Saturday morning, I'm at the chapel, 10 o'clock. I'm cleaning the building. Right.
Yeah.
And so for the next 4 months, and then who shows up and helps me. That's great. So I'm like, oh shoot, I got to be back at the
10.
chapel at 10 o'clock. So then I was like, okay, I said my goodbyes to everybody. I drove up. There's open, huge, massive space at
Yeah.
the campsite. It's like 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, like, 5-minute drive from the actual camper. So I'm like, just want to sleep here. The back of the Jeep turns into a flatbed.
Okay.
I have some cushions that I brought, blankets, whatever, and I went to bed. This one goes for walks in the mornings. And so she happens to pass my Jeep.
Okay, pause. Let me give you my perspective. So I'm like seeing it. I'm like, oh, that's Miguel. The previous day there had been turkeys there, right? So they were like, right? And I hear this weird sound, and I'm like, what is that? Granted, the other reason too is that I wanted to scare him. And as I'm getting closer, I hear like, and I'm like, what is happening? So I thought it was an animal. So I'm trying to scare him. So I like bang on the window, and then anyway, turns out that it's this guy actually video recorded it.
So there's no proof it was me.
Okay, Mike,
There is no proof.
you can see the Jeep. I just felt uncomfortable. Like I have limits as well, right?
No,
I
you- of what?
I was like, I felt uncomfortable because I didn't want to be like, wake up, or like because I'm like, I don't know what you wear when you go to bed. Like
I was naked? Like, what's wrong with you?
But nonetheless, I don't ever want to be in like an awkward situation like that. So I was like, I'm like this next to the car because I just don't know, right? So I'm actually not looking inside. And you had your windows open. You just had the little meshy thing.
I had half of the window. So I bought a mesh that goes over the windows.
Yeah.
And so you pull it down, whatever they tie, and then you can bring the window down.
If
and
you
then
don't have
and then
one
the mesh.
and you camp and you sleep in your car, get this. This is amazing. I have it too. For
Oh, you
the
have it
van.
as well?
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely phenomenal. I the first year I slept in my car,
You hotboxed it.
I lost like 20 pounds. I was sweating in places that I did not know that I could sweat. It was absolutely. I'm just saying, it was absolutely disgusting. And then, so I was like, there has to be something out there because anyways, I'm like, there's no way that I'm the only one with this problem. So I started looking for sleeping in your car and tools and whatever gadgets, and I found these things that they go over
just
your
put it on.
door.
Yeah.
They stretch down, they tie at the bottom with a Velcro, and then I pulls it really
Yeah,
tight.
and then you just close the door and you're set. You're good to
you
go.
close the door and you can bring the window down, and then the mesh will allow proper airflow to come in and out, right?
But anyway, so yeah, as I was talking to Mike and I was like laughing, telling him, I think sometimes I think things are funnier than when I share it with people because he was just kind of looking at me like, maybe you crossed the line. But I'm dying. Anyway.
Well, cross the line in what sense?
Well, no, he didn't say that. But
Oh.
in my mind, I'm like, did I cross the line? And I'm like, nah, we're fine. Anyway, but he's like, listen, Maria, he's like, I know you want to scare Miguel, like one more good scare. He's like, you need help. Like not in that I need help, but like in a sense.
No, you need psychological help.
No,
100%.
that is not. What I actually need, I need a camera crew. Because what happens is that I laugh so hard, guys. Because there's a second portion where I actually woke him up. I like banged. And then he's like, ugh. And then I started laughing, and he's like, you didn't scare me. And then I laughed so hard, I was like, bye. But I thought I had gotten that on video. So you hear him go, huh, right? And then after that, that's it. Like, you don't hear anything else. And I guess in my midst of laughing so hard, I stopped the video. And the video is all like, do you remember that movie Blair Witch Project? Where it's like,
Oh, yeah.
that's how my videos are when I'm trying to take it of me scaring of you. So
At least you hit record. Tegan thinks she's recording, so she's just holding a phone. And then she's like, okay. And they're like, oh, I didn't press record. So many lost childhood memories. Oh. You have no idea. It's gone to the point now that when it's like, all right, it's time to take a video, and everybody, don't let mom hold the phone.
I know. Listen, I will press record, but I'm laughing so hard that you can't see anything.
Yeah.
The phone, I'm like laughing, and because I shake when I laugh, the phone's like this, and then I'm like putting the phone down, and then I'm like putting it up.
But you didn't scare me. I was already up.
Yeah, okay, sure. This guy was up. You sure we're up?
Because you moved the car.
I did move the car. I
Yeah.
think. I did. I don't think you fully woke up though, because you didn't look around. Like, well, I don't know if you looked around.
did
I
look
actually
around.
didn't pick around.
Oh, to take wait a minute. Why is taking on the pod? Get off the podcast. You're not allowed to be on the podcast.
Love you, my sweet friend. You
Yeah.
are here with us in spirit.
You
Just got
First of all, she's not allowed to be on the podcast, so thank you
I
for your
love
support.
it.
Log off now.
I love it when she's on the podcast. Anyway.
We will never have her on a podcast.
Yeah, so I sent the video to Tegan and I was like, how do you deal with this? Like, oh my gosh, his snoring. And she was like, I feel so validated. I'm like, yes, girl.
Anyway, so going back to that, right, and going back to the reason why I brought this up is when I am the only times that I snore is when I am
Tired?
when I am incredibly tired. Like I've had like a rough couple of days, if not week. My body is just
Like your
absolutely
soul is trying to leave your body.
I'm telling
That's
you.
why it's making sounds.
I don't know what it is, but I've associated my snoring to when I am like when I say that I'm tired, like I'm talking about like 8 o'clock, my eyelids, 7 o'clock, my eyelids are starting to shut down on me. Like I am just drained. So that day I was beyond tired on Friday. And so that's why I was snoring. And it's not true. Nobody's asking to get fact checked here. Do you understand? Stop.
Tegan is like, he snores like that every day. I love it. I love how you make it like seem like it's not an everyday
It
thing.
isn't an everyday thing.
You know what I do when
And
I'm
nobody
super
cares
tired?
what you do.
No, you know what happens to me? Okay, so Mike,
You snore. I've seen videos of Mike taking in whatever.
I probably have snored.
And it's the funniest thing
I look
because
dead
she
when I'm
has.
sleeping.
Oh my gosh.
I look like I like to say it's because I'm smiling a lot. So technically my muscles are like always upward. But then when I'm sleeping, everything droops.
She gets a hunchback, her head's like cocked back, and she's like,
And sometimes I'll fall asleep like this. No, but I literally look like I'm dead. But when I'm really tired, I will like my body jerks. Like
yeah, I will do. I'll kick, and I'll be like,
yes,
All the time.
and something starts happening like even before I fall asleep that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm really tired.
Yeah.
Like I better go to bed. But then this one time, okay, Mike, before he went through a period when he was falling asleep, he'd go, and I was like, what is happening? I'm like, and then he'd like wake himself up, right? So I'm like busy laughing at him. Literally, like maybe a few weeks after, I'm falling asleep watching a show. I like kick and I'm like, and then I was like, I woke myself up. So let me not say anything. Sometimes I make noises and I jerk.
well, it's so that's the thing that says here, listening to your body signals, right?
We should have listened.
The body tells you when it's time for you to take a break or relax.
I think it's time for me to take a break.
I think so too. I think it's time for I take a break from you. That's what I'm talking about. It says here, also taking a break, it helps with being faster in creativity.
Yeah.
And then it helps you reconnect with your priorities.
It makes sense though, because if you're busy, sometimes you're busy doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're not technically moving towards your goals. You can be busy just because you want the dopamine release of being busy, but it doesn't mean that you're actually doing your priorities or connecting to your goals.
Absolutely. So here in the University of North Carolina, it says here there are a couple of ways of taking breaks. Number 1, get creative. Number 2, get moving. Number 3, nourish your body or mind. And number 4, socialize.
What's your favorite way?
Oh, geez.
I have a hard time because I'm like, I feel like for work, I do all of those too.
I don't do socialize as much as I should.
You should. You're kind of antisocial.
I'm not antisocial.
You are I can tell when he feels uncomfortable. Like he'll just disappear, just take out his tablet, just pretend like he's doing something else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm writing emails. That's code word too. I feel uncomfortable and I'm just pretending to do something.
It's true. My go-to for taking a break is nourishing my body and mind.
Yeah. Like workouts?
Nah, so workout is one, but if I'm down here and I'm like sending out emails and break that, and like I'm like, oh my gosh,
So
behind
like
the computer.
gummy bears and a comedy show? Yeah?
Yeah, I will. I love to laugh. Like I love to laugh.
Do you like how I knew that? Gummy bears and a comedy show. Just mostly because I saw his stash of gummy bears.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I'm a fan of Jolly Ranchers. No, but I'm being serious. Like I will like leave my office, go upstairs. Like I need a new environment.
yeah.
And I'll just like bake or cook something. Not bake. I'll cook something really, really quickly. I'll make a shake. I'll go outside, just get some fresh air, and then I'll come back. So yeah, it's nourish the body and mind is my go-to. Out of all of these four, I would say about 80% is the body and mind.
Yeah.
Do something physical. Like I got to get up and do something.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't know. Like, what is it for me? I think I de-stress through cooking and cleaning. If I'm really stressed, I will like cook a ton of food.
Cleaning, but isn't that the chore of itself?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, maybe I don't do any of this stuff. I'm like, do I socialize? I'm like, I do socialize.
So here,
what was the other one?
So
Okay, so
let me give you the four, and let me give you some examples here. So again, this is from the University of North Carolina.
okay,
Get creative, talking about like daydream, set some goals, learn something new.
okay,
Move, so get up, move, connect with nature or streetscape, change your environments, or do something. Oh, do a small chore.
yeah. I don't know. I'm like, if I'm feeling stressed, I'll do a chore just because it helps me to get that dopamine release. Especially cleaning the bathrooms. That is my worst chore ever. My goodness. Anyway.
Nourish the body and mind. Meditate. Get up. Drink a coffee or tea.
I just
Healthy snack or listen to music.
You know what? I just realized that I need to take more breaks because I do all those things, but I'm like, are those really breaks? Because I'm like, I work out, but I'm like, is that a break?
But so here's the thing is, and this is where I might go toe to toe against someone.
Okay.
Is that one of my biggest? I don't want to say pet peeve because it isn't a pet peeve. But one thing that I always push back is when a church leader comes and tells me that I'm doing too much.
Mm-hmm. I've heard him. I have heard him many times talking about it.
I don't want to say I hate it, but I really dislike it. When somebody comes and tells me, oh, so for example, going to the church and cleaning the church every Saturday. It should be divided amongst the members. And yes, we divide it amongst the members, but I like being there. If I'm going to lead, I think I should be at the forefront.
Yeah.
I need to be that husky in the front.
Question for you. I'm pretty sure that when you do it because one, you find fulfillment when you lead from the front. So it's really not a chore for you.
Right.
So I think that's the difference. I think sometimes we like give recommendations to people based on how we would feel about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's the difficult.
Well, and so whatever it is, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and so times, I'm in the church, I start 6, 7 a.m. I get my day going. I'm in the office. I have my bishopric meetings, I have meetings, and then I leave like around 2:00. So I'm the first one, I'm the last one in the building. Mm-hmm. I, visit the families. When people see what I do on top of my family and on top of business, and then they're like, oh, you do too much. And it's one of my peeves because you can't go to, and I don't know if I've told you this. I know I've told Tegan. You can't go to, what's his name? Thunder. Bolt. Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt. He's the fastest runner, or who was the fastest runner in the world.
Okay.
You know,
I did not know that. I didn't know his name.
Okay. What about Armstrong guy, the swimmer?
Yes.
Okay. So you can't go up to them and be like, hey, you're working out too much, or hey, you're swimming too fast, or hey, you're running too fast. You can't go to Jordan and be like, hey, you're putting in too much. Like, different people can give different levels of performances.
Capacities are different.
100%. And so someone behind can come in and tell the person that's ahead, be like, hey, you're doing too much, where they're doing too much for your comfort level or your ability. But they might be plateauing. Like, that might be their bare minimum. And you can't be telling them, yeah, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
And so going back to what I was saying with you is like your capacity to work longer without a break could be much, much higher than somebody else who might be struggling with this. Yeah. And they need to take a break more often. And I think you're pretty good at reading your own body and knowing when you should be taking breaks or not.
I totally agree with you. I'm like, and that's the thing why we cannot compare. We cannot
100%.
look at somebody else and be like, either like feel bad about ourselves because they're doing something, or the other way, criticize what they're doing because we don't see the capacity of how we could do it. I think 100%. All of us need to maximize what we can do and then grow from there. No, I totally get you because I have routines and I have things that I do all the time. That's why even reading this, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, do I even like? I'm like, I don't know. Do I need additional hobbies? Like
No, I think you're good. I think the fact that you're not mentally stable, but like mentally healthy. Okay, I'm gonna choose my words.
That compliment, like a backhanded compliment.
No, it wasn't. But it
You're-
just you're stable. You're
stable, yeah.
your mental health is high.
Yeah,
You're-
it is. And that's why my capacity is high. That's why I'm able to
Exactly.
do a whole lot more. You know what? Is the way that I nourish my mind, like my spirit, my body, and my mind. Because I will go to the grave saying that we need to nourish our spirits.
Yeah.
I think that's something that sometimes we like backtrack or say that we don't have enough time. You don't have enough time not to do it.
Yeah.
Like you gotta do that. You gotta nurture your spirit.
Yeah.
And that has definitely increased my capacity.
I've talked to Tegan about this. It's like I sharpen my axe all the time, every
Yeah.
single day. Like if I have 3 bookings, so each booking is around 2 to 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
If I have 3 bookings, like that's 9 bookings of high level of activity and giving out energy to the kids and to the parents,
So
right?
do you do your workout before? Like, do you do your stuff before or after?
So I'll do it before,
Yeah.
and then I'll do my morning half booking, and then what I'll do is I'll find like a fast food place, like
Mm-hmm.
a McDonald's or a Burger King, something that brings joy. Because me and Burger King, we go way back with my
You guys
friends.
are like,
Yeah, we're tied at the hip, me and Burger King, right?
yeah.
And so what I'll do is I'll just grab a Whopper, and I'll go find a parking spot. I'll put on YouTube funnies or bloopers, and I'll eat my Whopper. I'm laughing my head off, take a 15 minute nap,
You're resetting.
and then head to my next appointment. So by the time I get to my next appointment, it's going to be a 3-hour performance. I'm like, my bucket is full.
Yeah.
Like I am completely, but I can go 3-4 hours easy, just giving it as much as I can without needing to replenish. Right.
Yeah. I get what you say. Yeah. I do get what you're saying.
So my capacity is just like you. My capacity is much higher than.
Well, I think about just this past week with Young Women's Camp and the responsibilities that I had. And at first I was overwhelmed with the responsibilities, but in no shape or form did I think that I could not do it. Like, I was doing like a bit of a mental health workshop, and then I was being a nurse at the same time. And then I was assigned to do something for the Faith Walk. And then I had a talk on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it was like, we're talking about, this was from Tuesday to Sunday that I had I was going to be speaking 3 different times, and in front of, the first time I spoke in front of 20 people. The next time I just spoke in front of 45 people. And the last time I spoke in front of like 150 people, right?
Yeah. So really quickly here, get creative. Creative activities is very high potential for giving you a bunch of stuff. It can help you exercise your brain, give you prefrontal cortex a break, improves your memory, helps your brain, and produces a bunch of dopamine.
That
So-
good old dopamine. So good, right?
Creative break, right? A movement break of any kind is a great way to increase the blood flow, improves your alertness, attention, and motivation. Nourishing your body takes a step back to take care of your mind and your body. Socialize. When you engage with others, you experience the feeling of social connectedness, which can create positive emotional. It puts you in a positive emotional state.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I am a fan of social connections. I know it's difficult, especially depending on your schedule. But what I find that really works, especially if you want to connect with friends, do voice notes. Voice notes are so much faster.
What?
And voice notes, when you send people voice
oh,
notes,
when
right?
you send, yeah.
They're so much faster, and you're not busy typing, and then you're actually hearing tone, you're hearing the other person's voice, and then share the little things too.
Yeah.
Helps you connect with people.
So before we let you go, so Dr. Nadine Sinclair, she wrote an article on Mind Matters Pro, and back in recently, June 26, 2025, and she gave an example of a micro break.
Okay, let's talk about it, because maybe I need this. Let me do a micro break right now.
I need a micro break from you.
I'm excited about this break we're having.
So
good, right, guys? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You guys know that this guy is like a brother to me. We're like twins. We are twins. It's scary how much twinning we do.
Can I tell you how much I dislike you in your relationship with my girls?
Oh, those girls.
No,
I love them so much.
I told them we had a family meeting yesterday, and I told them that they're not allowed to be friends with you anymore.
Oh my gosh. So this morning they're twinning with what they're wearing, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, girls, you're twinning. And she's like, you should get one so we can all twin. I was like, yes. Next time I show up, I'm just going to be wearing the same thing. I'll be twinning with all of them. I'm so excited.
So I don't approve of this
I
message.
approve. I give my stamp of approval.
All I
Maria
ca-
Bund
all
has
I-
approved this message.
All I kept hearing on the way back, Maria this, Maria that, Maria. I'm like,
Can I not skate this woman? Why is she still around even when she's not here?
She's like, we love her so much. She does this. She's this and whatever. We talked about this and all this other stuff. And I'm like,
They're so cute. On Friday, they were like, do you know what time my dad is coming? I was like, I don't know, sometime around dinner. And I'm like, do you want me to message them? And that's when we send you the voice note.
why she come to you?
I'm not sure. Because we're twins and I should know your whereabouts, I guess. You know what? Just share your location with me.
I am never
That's next level.
sharing my...
Just kidding.
I am never sharing my location with
I
you.
think that'd be weird.
That
would be super weird.
No, it's not that privacy. I don't care about that. It's not like I'm going anywhere inappropriate or whatever. It's the fact that I don't want you to be like, oh, he's here now. Let me go try and scare him. That in my crow suit.
I cannot. Guys, I will come back in September with a wonderful video that all of us will watch in a crow suit.
Okay, we got to put an end to this. This whole scaring
Why?
business, because it's
You
getting.
You said I never scared you.
You never. You don't.
Exactly.
Okay, but I need you to stop trying because that itself is giving me anxiety. like having to look over my shoulder every time I wake up. Do you not understand? When I sleep something, I go hide and sleep somewhere in the house.
I can't wait. I'm so excited, guys. It's gonna be so good. I have given myself till the end of the year. So this will happen. I just have to invest in the crow suit.
Let's just say the month of August, and then we're done with it. And
Figure out. No. Till the end of the year. We started this at the beginning of the year. We're gonna end at the end of the year. Don't worry. You're gonna be okay. This is only gonna make you stronger.
My bowels are turning right now.
He runs out.
I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. Like, I'm not even joking right now. This is ridiculous. I don't know. You have like this power I don't like over me, and I hate it.
It's just because we're so similar, right? You got afraid to say
I need patience right now. So a micro break there is actually a study about this. I forget the name of it. It doesn't say it here, but a person wrote this. It's a book. It's about the micro breaks. Work for 30. What? Work for 30 minutes. Take a 2-minute break. So work 30, relax for 2. 30 and 2.
Yeah.
Stand up, stretch, look around the windows, shake your hands, and do all these different. Why it works? These quick resets counteract the physical tension in the eye strains. They interrupt prolonged stillness and the screen exposure. They interrupt prolonged stillness and screen exposure,
Call you the burping saint.
It's this. It's my protein shake.
It's giving you something. I don't know about protein.
It's carbonated. And so these quick resets counteract physical tension and eye strains. They interrupt prolonged stillness and screen exposure, giving you a nervous system reboot.
I think that works.
So work for 30 minutes. Just try it out. Work for 30 minutes and then just reset for 2. And then just keep doing that, the burst, right? It's actually a professor. I saw the workshop he did. Also, he says that this is level 1. He actually goes to say level 2. And level 2 is work for 60 minutes.
Sorry. I did. I haven't read it fully, but I asked Chat GPT to make up a prayer for Saint Miguel, the burping saint.
You did not.
I sure did.
You did
They
not.
call it Gaspar. Dear Saint Gaspar, you know the discomfort of a troubled belly. Please bring relief to Miguel, calm his stomach, ease his burping, and restore his peace. Guys, if you're still with us, we thank you.
I can't breathe. This is...
We said a little prayer for your tummy. You know the discomfort of a troubled belly. Please bring me Miguel's relief. Calm his stomach, ease his burping, and restore his peace. Amen. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Okay, you were saying yes. I'm sorry.
Are you done?
I'm done.
People...
I love ChatGPT.
First of all...
It is the greatest invention ever.
It is great. You're misusing it, but it is great. It is absolutely great. Yeah, I got nothing else.
I
Take
think
your money.
that's
No, the micro break, the 30 and 2, and then 60 and 5.
60 and 5. So work for 60 minutes, relax for 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So we had a micro break right there, 2 minutes.
you're not. I'm gonna need this August off.
Just on a side note, if you ever wanted to like write something funny about a friend or anything like that, you can input stuff into ChatGPT and it will create something for you. And then you can just text it to a friend or say it on air.
Create a podcast, get comfortable enough to read on air and just embarrass the person.
No, it wasn't embarrassing. It was a prayer for you, for your belly.
Bro, I don't have a belly problem. I
You
don't have
a belly problem.
gastro. What's it called? Saint Gastro? Saint Gaston?
Saint Gastro. That's even better. His name is Saint Gaspar.
Saint Gaspar.
Would you like a version with a touch of humor?
No.
Touch
No.
of humor. Hold up. Before we go, let me. I thought that was like funny already. Dear Saint Gaspar, patron of the gassy. Miguel's tummy's feeling sassy. From burps that bubbles and sneak their way out. He needs your help, there's no doubt. Bless his belly, calm the storm, make his insides feel more warm. And if he must burp one more time, let it be in the rhythm and rhyme. let it be in rhythm and rhyme. On that note, we would like to leave this message with you.
You feel better?
All right, guys, we love you guys.
I cannot wait for August.
This is, remember, we will be on break for the month of August. Miguel here needs to reset his belly. He needs to do some prayers.
I need to reset myself from this one. You're going to look back at this podcast and you'll be like, I can't believe I said all the things that I said. And
Are you
then,
waiting for a text after this?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I'm going to screenshot it. You're going to send me a text message and be like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for the things that I made ChatGPT say.
I think I took it too far. That's your go-to. I've taken it too far.
I think this might be, no, I think this was okay.
This was Boy Scout
I mean,
compared to other stuff that you've done.
I haven't, like, what's the worst thing I've done?
No, I don't want to. I've taken it out of my mind. Calling Tegan and calling me out. That was pretty bad.
You called her.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be back in September with full force. We're excited.
Check out that podcast where he gets called out.
Don't check out that podcast.
Got a minute, don't know. Got a minute of your time. Got a minute of your. Let it. Hush up, gotta live right, and I'm never gonna let you out of my side. I've been knocked out, was a nice try, but I guess I get to keep my head on this time. God of the creation, the relations I've got, the only one that keeps me safe, the only one you should trust. For sure, it ain't right that I have checked the speck of dust from all of its sides. Fall down, that from my height, cause I didn't see the plank I have in my eye. What you hear in yourself when no one's to be found? What keeps you eased out? What takes you off your mind?
Yes, you want this, I want this. Everybody in this, we should have it. Stop illusions, it's in your hands. Show yourself, reveal it to them.